Yo, what's good? This your boy Derry Branch here, Sports View 360 on New Orleans, covering the New Orleans Saints. In today's video, I just want to talk about the ranking that the New Orleans Saints was placed by Pro Football Focus, a renowned um, football website that pretty much covers, the NFL, college football, betting. They give out grades, analytics, all that stuff. But they put out their today they posted their 2024 NFL roster rankings, and they based everything off of strengths, weaknesses, and X factors for every start lineup. So I'm gonna scroll down to the New Orleans Saints, and they're placed at 25 on this list. No, 24. My bad. At 24 on this list, and they believe that the strength of the team is the secondary. And you can't go wrong with that. I agree with that. You got a lot of more coming back. Hopefully he stays. Paulson Adebo, Tyrann Mathieu. You pick up Kool-Aid McKinstry in the draft. You got Alontae Taylor. I think this is the most deepest position group on your football team. Now, the biggest weakness they got the offensive line out there. You know, Ryan Ramczyk, possibly not be will not be playing this year, and they put a bunch of they go by what happened last year, the offensive line, and because it was they posted the bottom eight in pass blocking and run blocking grades. Um, even with Ryan Ramczyk playing last year, they graded below 61%, 61.0 pass protection. And so that's their biggest weakness for the team. The X factor they have for the X factor for this team, for the Saints in 2024, they got Trevor Penning, who is going into his third season with the football team. Uh, his development, his growth under the new coaching staff, under King Kubiak is going to be crucial, because you didn't bring back Andrews Pete. Um, there are other offensive linemen out there that you decide not to sign for whatever reason. So you're gonna roll with Andrews Pete on the right side. According to the reports that have been put out, he will be on the right side as a right tackle, and the rookie Talise Fawanga is gonna be on the left side with Cesar Ruiz and Nick Salvadori manning the guard positions, according to the projected depth charts that are out there right now, and what the coaching staff has put out. Um, yeah, it's gonna be important, because if they can protect Derek Carr, if they can successfully run block, that's gonna solve a huge problem, a huge need. Of what the Saints were lacking last season, and that could open up a plethora of other options for the Saints offense, you know. And for the rookie to watch, they have Talise Fawanga, and without question, he is going to be another player along with Trevor Penning to keep your eye on, because depending on how these guys play, those two players perform this season is going to determine how things are going to shape out for years to come. Because these two guys could be your right and left tackle for the next 10 years, 10 to 12 years, and that's crucial because, it's hard to find quality offensive linemen in the NFL, especially on the market, on the open market. It's scarce, you know. I felt like the Raiders got a bargain with signing Andrews Pete at that contract, at the rate that they signed him at. But other than that, man, offensive linemen, too many the good to great offensive linemen usually don't hit the market. And if the Saints can have these guys, if these guys can produce effectively this season, the Saints can have their right and left tackle for the next 10 to 12 years, for the next decade, you know. So Talise Fawanga is going to be a player to watch, man, in regards to the rookies. Over under win total, 7.5. They got under. They expect them to go under the 7.5 win total. And the reason why they say that is because they believe that the Saints struggling in the trenches, excuse me, the trenches make it very difficult to project a high ceiling for the team. While they are talented at the skill positions, especially in the secondary, the lack of pass rush and pass protection could create the same inconsistency that hurt them last season. They won 9 games in 2023, yet it's difficult to find areas where they improved and heading into 2024. And then here's the starting lineup, their projected starting lineup for 2024. Derek Carr, QB, Alvin Kamara, running back, Jamal Williams, running back 2, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, A.T. Perry, the wide receivers, 3 wide receivers, Jawan Johnson, the tight end, Talise Fawanga, left tackle. But the guy supposed to be at the right. He's the left tackle. Guard, they got Shane Lamoon. Center, Eric McCoy. Right guard, Cesar Ruiz. Right tackle, Ryan Ramczyk. But he most likely won't play this season. Defense, Brian Brzee, Nathan Shepard, Cam Jordan, Carl Granderson, Chase Young are your edge guys. Damari Davis, Pete Warner, your linebackers, Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Debo, Alontae Taylor, Teron Matthew, and Jordan Howden maintain their the safety and cornerback positions. Now, what's interesting is that they don't have Colin Saunders as a part of this rotation. They got Brzee and Nathan Shepard. Interesting. But anyways, man, what I think about this 24 ranking, I think that's a fair assessment. The Saints, despite them going 9-8 last season, they did make the playoffs. They got better at the end of the season, going 4-1. And when you don't make the playoffs, but you have a 9-8 record, people are gonna have their doubts about you. The reason why they fell short last season, despite having that record, that 9-8 record, is because of the things they talked about in this write up. Lack of pass protection, lack of a pass rush last year. Cam Jordan wasn't quite himself. Nathan Shepard and Colin Saunders really wasn't getting it done in the trenches on the defensive line. Isaiah Foskey never really showed up. Peyton Turner was injured for the year, didn't really played. So people have the doubts on the Saints, man. And in the grand scheme of things, I really don't. Pro Football Focus has a lot of great things, a lot of great features, and a lot of their their content and all that. But I don't treat what everything that they say as gospel. And that's important to that's what you need to bring into perspective when these rankings come out. They based it off of last season. They base a lot of their rankings, a lot of their metrics off of grades. Because and these are the numbers next to the players right there, next to Derek Carr, everybody. Those are the grades. These are the grades, the PFF grades. But Saints got a lot to prove this season. A lot to prove. A lot to a lot to overcome this season, man. There's a lot of questions about this team, and people are gonna feel this way until they get on the field and produce, and consistently produce. A lot of people are not gonna be sold right away on the Saints, and they haven't really gave the fan base or anybody on the outside something to be sold about. So it is what it is, man. But I agree with a significant portion of what they say in his write up as it pertains to the Saints. Um, lack of pass rush, uh, lack of pass protection. Those are going to are two. Those are going to be two key factors on where they need to get really better at next or this upcoming season. Real talk, pass protection and pass rush. Now they took a hit. Their depth took a hit yesterday with a report of Tano Tano Capasio going for the season after suffering a torn ACL. So that depth is going to be challenged very soon. Going to be tested. You know what I mean? But um, they got to go out and do it. They got to go out and do it, man. Real talk. Derek Carr has a lot to prove. Dennis Allen has a lot to prove. Clint Kubiak has a lot to prove. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Foskey, they're gonna be counting on all those guys to deliver this season. Isaiah Foskey and Peyton Turner have to come through this season. They have to. Is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know. So this it. That's it. The grade for the rankings for the Saints, 24th ranking. They ranked 24th by Pro Football Focus as having the 24th best roster going into the 2024 season. I don't have no issue with that. I think it's a fair assessment, but um, the only way the Saints are going to change a lot of doubters' mind is based on how they perform during the regular season. So there's that. All right, so that's you all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you think the 24th ranking? Do you think the Saints have the 24th best roster in the NFL? In the NFL, do you think it's a fair assessment, or you think that there should be a little higher than that? Also, check out sportsview360.com/Saints for latest content on the Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.